Hello my dear children, here I am Mrs. Polly Ganguly to teach you science today. And can you guess what I am going to teach you today? Yes, today I am going to teach you all about plants. So, let's see this plant. The part that you can see that is above the ground level is called shoot, and the part that is below the ground level that we cannot see is called the root. Now let's know how the plant grows. The plant grows from a seed. See, this is the diagram of a seed. So there is an embryo, that is a little plant that is hidden inside the seed, and this is protected by a seed coat. When this seed gets proper conditions like moisture, sunlight and water warmth, then it sprouts, means it's germinated, and the first part that is germinated is the root of a plant. Then slowly the root goes downward and the shoot part goes upwards, means in the direction of the sunlight. So here you can see how a seed is germinated. So, if a seed receives water and gets warm, just now I discussed, then the baby plant is the embryo. It starts growing, and this process is called germination. The first part, just now I said, the first part of the plant we see pushing its way of the seed coat. Seed coat is the cover. The first part that comes out of it is the root. See, it's coming out. This first part is called the root. Here you can see the process of seed germination. Slowly the seed is germinating. Just now I said the root grows in the downward and the shoot parts develops in the direction of the sunlight, means above the ground level. And it becomes an adult plant, and it bears the leaves, fruits and flowers, and from that it starts preparing its own food in the leaves. So then it bears the fruits, and then from that flowers and fruits again the seed comes out, and from this seed again the process of seed germination starts. So this is the full process of the plant life cycle. So let's understand again the life cycle of a bean plant. Here you can see when the seed is getting water, warmth, proper sunlight, then the root pushes through the seed coat and the root is coming out, it's growing downwards. Then the seeding new plant, it grows out of the ground, means if the shoot part starts moving in the direction of the sunlight, means upward direction. Here you can see, and slowly it bears from the stem you can see it bears the leaves, then it bears the other like important parts of a plant like flowers and fruits. The stem and its leaf grow toward the sunlight, and leaves make the food for the plant. Here you can see the flowers and the fruits. From the flower only the fruit grows. So the fruits and the flower, they make seeds. Again the seeds are scattered and they are ready to grow. Again this process continues. When again this seed, when it is scattered and when again it gets proper condition for the germination, again it starts growing, and again the full process repeated. So this is how the life cycle of a plant continues. You can see the picture of a plant. So parts of a plant. So the part that is below the ground level is the root. What is the function of the root? It holds the plant firmly in the soil. And this is stem. It bears the branches, leaves, flowers, fruits, and the most important part is leaf. You can see leaves. Why leaves are the most important part? You know, plants are living thing like us only, like the animals. But plants do not depend on anything. Plants do not look for their food. Because they prepare their own food. Where do they prepare? Where your mother cooks your food. Obviously at your kitchen. Similar way, plants also prepare their food in their leaves. That's why leaves are known as kitchen of the plant. So let's learn more about the leaves. For that, you should go and take a round of any garden nearby you. So my dear children, have you visited any garden nearby you? I hope so. Even I did the same and I collected some leaves. Let me show you. So, are all these leaves same? No, these are all not same. They are of different shapes, different color and different size. So, do you know the main function of a leaf? Just now I said, they prepare the food for the plant. How do they prepare? Let's see. Leaves use light from the sun, carbon dioxide from the air and water taken by the root. That is the important function of the root. It absorbs water and mineral from the soil and the stems is transferred to the leaf and leaf use this substances to prepare the food. Now this carbon dioxide that we are releasing, that we do not need, but that is very helpful for the plant. They prepare their food by using this carbon dioxide and they take it from the air. And obviously most important thing is the sunlight. So these things they use and they prepare the food in their leaves. And do you know why most of the trees have green color leaves? Because of a substance called chlorophyll. So plants prepare their food in their leaves. And do you know how do they take this air? Taking air through the tiny pores present on the leaves, on the flat surface of the leaf. Now you can ask me why I am unable to see the tiny pores. Can you see? No. But if you use a microscope, you can see the tiny pores that is present on the surface of the leaf that are known as stomata. That helps the plant, that helps the leaves to take in air. Now let's understand the structure of a leaf. You can say a leaf is attached to the stem with a node. This particular point that attaches the leaf with the stem is known as petiole or leaf stalk. Okay? And this margin you can see that is going through the center. You can see the line that is going center of the leaf, that is known as midrib. Also you can see several other fine lines going from it. Yes, these are veins. These are known as leaf veins. Sometimes these leaf veins are arranged in a parallel manner, means they are equidistant from each other. In some other leaves you can see these are in a crisscross manner. So when the leaves where the veins are arranged in a crisscross manner are known as network. They form a network, and the leaf veins when they are arranged in a parallel manner they are known as parallel veins. So students, have a look on this slide. So many different types of leaves. Are all they look same? No, they are of different size, different colors. Some are of light green, some are of deep green, and their shapes are also different. Why so? Now let's learn about some different types of leaves. So see this example. This leaf is look like a heart. So this type of leaves are known as heart-shaped leaf. See, this is a leaf of a money plant. It's also same as heart-shaped leaf. Next is spear-shaped leaf. If you observe the leaf carefully, you can see the end part of the leaf is pointed type. It looks like a spear. See, it's pointed. Its ends are pointed. So, this type of leaves are known as spear-shaped leaf. You can see this type of leaves. It is a mint leaf, and some different leaves also have different smell, like mint, curry leaves, also tulsi leaves. So mint leaves you can identify by its smell also. Can you guess what is this? Yes, this is a needle. Your mama often uses this when your clothes get torn to stitch those clothes. So observe these leaves. These are also looking same as a needle. These are thin, long and also have a pointed end. So this is example of pine leaves. So this type of leaves are known as needle shaped leaves because of its shape same as a needle. Which shape is this? Yes, round. You can see round shaped ball? Yes, right. So this same many plants also having this type of leaves, round shaped leaves. See this? This is an example of oregano leaves. So the same as a round shape. So this type of leaves are called round shaped leaves. Now if you open your hand and spread your finger, how it look like? Yes, it looks same as this. Now look at this picture. This is example of papaya leaf. So the leaves are also same like the spread fingers. So these are called hand-shaped leaves. I can show you. See. That is why it's named hand-shaped leaf. We can also categorize the leaves based on its age. Based on its ages. You can see some examples of spinach leaves. These are very smooth. You often had delicious spinach curry. Yes. So the spinach leaves have a smooth edge. Smooth and round type edge. That is why these leaves are known as smooth edged leaves. Now look at the leaves. I am sure you can guess this. Almost all of you have a rose plant at your home. So if you observe the leaves of these plants, you can see the edges. The edges are not smooth. It's rough and toothed. It's toothed. So that is why these leaves are known as tooth-shaped leaves because it's sharp like teeth. So these leaves are called tooth-shaped leaves. So students, this is all that we learned today. So let's recap whatever the things we learned today. We have started from the plant's life cycle. Then we came to know the parts of the plant and mainly then we discussed about the leaves. The function of the leaves, that is photosynthesis. In the process that the leaves prepare the food for the plant, and then we also learned about different shapes of the leaves. So what will be your job? Today you have to observe some leaves. You have to collect some leaves and you have to paste it in your worksheet and you have to write its shape, color, texture. Okay? So I hope you will do this. Thank you.